gotta say, like bro, you are like a god to me. Like bro, you've done so much in your life, man. It's like just so crazy to be the heavyweight champion at 20 years old.
Well, you're not chopped liver yourself.
I'm just saying. Well, I'm saying though, but I'm just saying, man. Like I don't know. It takes a lot to be the champ. Like it takes a lot, and you know, I remember seeing the first couple fights when I was younger, when you were first like starting to really pop. I had heard about, yo, you seen this guy Mike Tyson? Man, he's knocking motherfuckers out in 10 seconds. Like, and the first fight I saw was, which one was the first fight I saw? I think it was with Trevor Burbank.
86, something like that.
Man, you knocked him down 3 times with 1 punch. Like, I was like, what the fuck? And ever since then, it was like, when you fight, somebody's getting knocked out. It's just a matter of what round. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and like,
it comes from humble beginnings. You know, I had to, in order to be the champ, I had to get beaten a couple of times.
yeah,
I had to learn.
yeah. Yeah, boxing is hard, man. It's hard. Like, I've been boxing for like 13 years, just sparring, just messing around. I mess around with Emmanuel Stewart.
Oh,
and
he was the best.
Yeah.
He was the best.
Yeah, man.
He had all the champions back then.
Yeah.
Kronk Jim was just so fucking, man, everybody was coming down here to see the fighters and stuff.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Lewis had all the celebrities coming down. He was the man back then.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was such a nice dude, and he would come over. He'd come over to my house, and we spar like twice a week. He'd bring his boxers from the Kronk Gym.
Ooh. I know Ricky Womack, yeah, they were really great fighters.
Yeah, this was...
I remember the amateurs when we were fighting for the Olympics, those guys were really great fighters.
Yeah. Yeah, man, and Emmanuel was like, this was like 12, 13 years ago, right? So he would come over, he would show me the basics, and it took a lot for me to look, it took a long fucking time for me to just learn the basics, right? So then he started like, after a couple months of us doing it, and they were just like, you know, up and coming kids and stuff, like they would, you know, and just, you want to spar with them, and they're like, okay, cool.
Yeah, for sure.
So I got a funny little story. So he's bringing his boxers, and we're probably like 6 months in, and he's bringing his boxers like every week, right? And I'm getting my ass whipped, but I'm staying with him, right? I'm getting some good hits in. I feel a little bit good about myself. So one day he comes over and he brings his boxer from Kronk, and I'm in the house, and I remember like I was on the phone or something. So when I came out, the dude that he brought had his headgear on, right? And and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess he's ready. So I put my strap on, my headgear, and we're going at it, and he kicked the shit out of me. Fucked me up. So after we're done, we go like 3 rounds, right? I don't think I got 1 hit in. After 3 rounds, he takes off his fucking headgear. And I said, man, how old are you? He said, 14. I was like, man, I fucking quit. I'm done. Yeah, man.
You know, it's just it's funny when you say that, because some fighters just they mature real early. They may at 14, 15, they may be the best they ever been, and they're not good anymore.
Yeah.
That's just how it is in life with people. They mature. They peak at a certain age. I peaked at like in my 20s and stuff. Some people peak in their 30s. Some people peak in their teens. It's just weird.
I feel like if you hit me, I would probably die. Like right now. Like I still feel like you could get in there and just fuck people up.
Wow, listen, you feel that way, and I don't even have that in me anymore. I don't even have the mentality to feel like I have to fucking kill everybody's family and stuff. I just don't have that.
Yeah, but I mean, I still feel like you still look like you could punch a fucking brick wall and put a hole in that bitch.
Yeah. I
saw recently, Nani was showing me a video you did where you was just fucking around and you was trying to show these dudes how to.
I think it was a body punch or something.
Yeah.
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 And how you jump to the side real quick, jump to the other side. Like, man, he could get in there right now and fuck up anybody.
Well, customers a lot of people say, Mike, let's fight. He just believes that, you can fight at any age fighting. Fighting, yes, you can do forever if you have the desire to do it. Fighting's all about spirit. If you want to do it, you can do it at any age.
Yeah. But it's like, but nobody knocked people out in the way that you did. Like people got knocked out by other fighters, but it was like when they got knocked out by you, they got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, that's how I looked at it. Every time I hurt somebody and knocked them out, my life gets better.
Yeah.
My life gets better. And
Yeah.
gets better. And so I love hurting people now.
Yeah.
Because my life is getting better, and I'm getting the fucking girl, I'm getting the mansion, I'm getting the planes, I'm getting the boats, I'm getting whatever I want. So hurting is beautiful. And my perception of my life at the time.
Yeah. But it's like to be a fighter though, it's like it takes a special kind of person, it takes a special kind of commitment. You know what I'm saying?
Commitment is almost like you almost have to give your happiness up to accomplish your goals.
Right.
Because you're gonna when you do in anything, if you want to be the best garbage can collector in the world, anytime you want to be the best in the world at anything, there's going to be disappointment.
Yeah. Yep.
There's a lot of competition. And there's going to be guys that peak at younger age that he's going to blow you away when he's a kid. And then you're going to deal with a guy that blows you away when he's an old guy.
Yeah.
And then it's going to come the time when you're experienced enough, the next thing you know, you start blowing everybody else. Everybody gets their turn.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Everybody gets their turn.
Yeah, but it's like you're right though, because like for me, rap is like a 24/7 job, and it takes a lot of dedication, right? And you just stay sharp with the pen and stuff like that. But it's a different kind of discipline to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the balls to get in the ring and fight in the first place.
Listen, you know why I used to love anybody that gets in the fucking ring, because you just think about it. As human beings, what fighters do, we avoid all of our life, getting into a fight. And that's what a guy does every day of his life. He fights every day of his life, and we avoid that shit.
Yeah.
It's humiliating if you're not on the right side, and if you don't know how to fight and then you still win, it's humiliating.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get hurt.
Right.
So people avoid fighting.
Yeah.
It's not normal. People are not supposed to fight. People are not structured to fight. Our hands are not developed to fight. Even for boxers, they break. That's why we have to wrap them up and everything. Human beings are not designed to fight.
Yeah.
But we do it all. It's just part of our DNA. To kill one another is just DNA, who we are. It's part of our. Any form of murder is a form of self-hate.
Yeah.
When you kill another person, it's you reflecting on yourself, how you feel about yourself.
Yeah, it's interesting though. It's like, boxing is just like coming up when I was a kid, I got my ass kicked a lot. I fought, I lost, I fought, I won. You know what I'm saying? And and there was a point in time where I started getting in enough fights and winning enough fights that I felt confident until I started learning some of the fundamentals of boxing, and I'm like, I don't know shit. I know nothing. Like,
listen, we all believe in here that if you get involved with boxing, it's a tough man sport. Boxing's not a tough man sport. A tough guy's going to get hurt in boxing. He's going to talk funny at the end of the day.
Yeah.
No one's going to understand him. This is a thinking man sport. Only the smartest win.
Yeah.
When you get a certain level,
Yeah.
only the smartest win. Tough guy this is not a tough man sport.
Yeah. No, look, man, I also know you got a heart, so it's like you fuck somebody up and then feel bad later.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, because you'd be nice to him after the fight. Like, I hate you during this fight, and then I don't hate you anymore, and I actually feel bad because you might die now.
That's who we are. That's our fear.
Yeah.
We're like that. We're vicious. We're ferocious because of the fact that we lost before and we've been disappointed before. We don't want that feeling anymore.
Yeah.
The thought that we have to go back to Brownsville, you have to go back to 7 Mile, that fucking fear. That's our biggest fear, to go back where we started.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Subconsciously, that's our biggest fear.
Yep.
And have to see those people who we grew up with and say, hey, I made it and I fucked up. I'm back here with these people.
Yeah.
Milton Berle used to tell, I had lost the fight and I was depressed, and Milton Berle said, what the hell are you depressed for? you know, doing bad is going back to Brownsville. you made $30 million. Why are you depressed?
Yeah.
These old Jewish guys, these vaudevillian guys can't understand why these guys lose a fight for $30 million or $20 million and now he's crying.
Yeah.
You know, he just couldn't understand. He said, if I want to watch, he never went to the fight. He said, if I want to watch two millionaires fight, I used to get out of my house in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Because they were fighting all the time.
Right.
Hey, but